Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Today I'm going to show you all the artifacts of Risk of Rain 2, so let's jump into it. First up is Artifact of Kin. With the Artifact of Kin, only one enemy type will spawn with each stage. When used with the Artifact of Dissonance, any single type of enemy can spawn. The artifact has a bit of high risk randomness involved that can lead to something like a Stone Golem spawning at stage 1. Next up is Artifact 2, which is Artifact of Chaos. Friendly fire is enabled with both survivors and monsters. So monsters do damage to each other's, and you also do damage to teammates. Next artifact is Artifact of Command. It allows you to choose which items you require when you open a chest, instead of actually dropping an item, instead to be replaced with a common essence. Um, so some rarities you can choose. You can choose what build you want. The next is Artifact of Death. So when one player dies, everyone dies unless you have a Dio's Best Friend, Shrine of Soul, or Seed of Life. Then there's Soul of Dissonance. So a monster can appear outside of their unusual or usual environments. This artifact goes well with Kin. Um, Artifact of Enigma. You can spawn with a random piece of equipment, and it changes every time you activate your piece of equipment. Note that you do get a random piece of equipment at the start of each run. The next is Artifact of Evolution. So monsters gain items in between stages. So just like the Void Fills, challenge monsters get a random item every time you go advance to the next stage. These items are permanent, and they don't go away until you die or you have a new run. When you die, I mean, like your run is over. The next artifact is Artifact of Frailty. So fall damage is doubled and lethal. This artifact's uh, falling makes the stage more dangerous. Usually falling off the stage will take away a small percentage of your remaining health, but not kill you. With this artifact, Frailty ledges pose a much more greater risk than normal. Note that also Loader does not take fall damage, so this artifact does not apply to her. Artifact of Glass, so allies deal 500% more damage, but have 10% health. The artifact will turn you into a glass cannon, able to deal a ton of damage, but always being at the risk of a stray wisp attack. So if the wisp shoots you, you're dead. Next is Artifact of Honor. Enemies can only spawn as elites. Using this artifact with the Kin and Sacrifice while stacking old guillotines will make a run much easier later on. The next is Artifact of Metamorphosis. Players will spawn as a random survivor. This will change you into a survivor at the beginning of the stage, regardless of which survivor you pick at the beginning. Next is Artifact of Sacrifice. Monsters drop items on death. Chests no longer spawn. This artifact is good for staying on one stage and grinding items, and it makes money almost useless. At the end of each teleporter event, your money is converted into XP, which slightly raises all of your base stats when you level up. Artifact of Soul. This emerge from the feet of enemies. This artifact makes wisps spawn when you kill a monster. Note that when the wisp spawns, they don't give money, experience, or drop items. With Sacrifice, they just provide an extra challenge. Next is Artifact of Spite. Enemies drop exploding bombs on death. This artifact will have monsters drop exploding bombs when they die, making it a bad idea to stay near them. However, Artifact of Chaos plays well with this artifact. Next is Artifact of Swarms. Monsters' spawns are doubled, but maximum health is half, so it's just glass, but for the monsters. The next is Artifact of Vengeance. So your relentless doppelganger will invade about every 10 minutes. This artifact will spawn a clone of your survivor that you're playing every 10 minutes. This clone will have the exact same items as you, but when you kill them, they will drop a random item from your inventory when they are defeated. There's Artifact of Rebirth, so Descend to Predator 5. This is a gift from previous life, so you must fight False Sun and sacrifice an item to receive this artifact. And then Artifact of Disillusion. Risk all of your items after completing the teleport event, meaning you choose one of 3 items in your kit. The teleporter event can gain a better item if you can remember what you chose in the last event. Artifact of the Devotion. Replace broken drones with Lemurian eggs. Give an item to your hatch and gain followers. So all Lemurians gain sacrificed item effects. So if you choose a, let's say, Celestial Daggers, that Lemurian will get Celestial Daggers.